This Jordan 1 release was insane and by far the worst release of 2022. This is the sneaker of the year in my opinion. I want to know if you guys agree with that too, but the release was trash. 3 different ways to get the shoe, all trash, and I want to know your thoughts and opinions and how it actually came out for you. If you've been sleeping under a rock, you know this Jordan 1 High reimagined, aka Lost and Found, aka Chicago, was pretty much the sought after sneaker of the year. Whether you're a sneaker collector and you love Jordan 1s, or you love the Chicago colorway all in itself, or you're somebody out there who is a reseller trying to get back into the game or get in the game initially, this was the shoe that you wanted to grab. Looking on the resale side, resale has been down for a lot of shoes. A lot of Jordan retros, 1s and other retros have been sitting in stores. However, this Jordan 1 Chicago is one of the shoes that I feel a lot of resellers felt like they could bounce back on. If they could just grab enough pair of these shoes, they can kind of make up for the lost time for the other shoes that they took L's on. So that's why the hype for this shoe not only was at its all-time high, but it was just a regular shit show. You had people camping for these, you had people using bots, you had people backdooring, doing whatever they could to get their hands on this coveted Air Jordan 1, which I might add is really fire. I'm not saying it's trash. I like it. I actually grabbed it for myself. This being such a hype release, you're expected to see plenty of reviews and people talking about this on YouTube. And I want to talk about one video in particular that shows you just how outlandish people are getting when it comes to getting their money and getting these pairs. A video I want to talk about is from a creator called Jordan Kicks. He did a great job at displaying some of the things that are going on in different areas, and I want to know if you guys have experienced this too.
At least this guy's going to the other side. But still, this is so weird. Oh, quit. He's done. He's done. He's leaving. Nah, but yo, that's weird. I think he's gonna pick a kid, right? He's still.
In this video, you can see the art of backdooring in front of the public face. Usually, backdooring happens behind the scenes without people knowing about it, but this time, it was definitely in your face. What's very interesting is this is a chic location, and usually stores, when they release hype sneakers like this, if you're new, they either raffle them off or they do first come first serve. Typically for a hype sneaker, you don't want to do first come first serve because it just causes all kind of mayhem and pandemonium. However, what was very interesting about this particular chic, I guess in Vegas, is they were backdooring in front of the people. You had lines in front of the people. Let's go ahead and show it. This was insane to see somebody walk out the store, service the crowd, look all the way around, go to the other side of the mall, other side of the line, and scoop somebody out and bring them in. It was just very crazy to see this on video and in your face. I'm here in LA in California. I know this would not happen. Would this happen in your city? If you guys were in line and saw this happen, would the crowd let it happen and just sit there, or would there be some uproar? This was insane. Over and over and over, they're going out and picking their friends, whoever pays them the money. They should have organized this a much better way, so that way it didn't look so suspicious, but I guess nobody cared because nobody did nothing there, nobody said nothing. But that is wild. I couldn't stand for that if I was there. And then, you know, you don't only have to deal with the backdooring in your face. What you also will see is the backdooring that you don't get to see. Nike released statements earlier this year saying that they were going to crack down on resellers and stop people from getting multiple pairs. I don't know how far they stretched their arm, but maybe not far enough, because you can see backdooring happening in front of you as I just showed you, and you see what it's like when people are backdooring when you don't get a chance to see it, but it's still happening regardless. At the end of the day, it's about the bottom line and that dollar. Let me know what you guys think. If you're somebody who's not in a cook group, somebody who's not able to backdoor, and you don't have a botting system, what is next? Are you guys going to continue to go for these shoes, or just go ahead and pay resale? Some of these pictures online were looking crazy, and I don't know how they even got shipped that way, but obviously there was no extra quality control. I mean, some videos or some pictures maybe just was damaged in you know, shipping, but some of them, of course, the mold that had to been done before they even came out. it's just a real shit show from what's been going on this whole season, this whole year when it comes to sneaker releases. And it's a little frustrating, but I don't have anything to really worry about. But I know a lot of people out there might have something to worry about. Not only that, if you pay resale from somewhere else like a StockX or a Go, or maybe get it from Nike, somehow get lucky, you might get some pairs that show up with molding. Multiple pairs of this shoe have been showing up with mold. There was about 500,000 pair made, as they said. I believe only about 300,000 pair were released on the original release date. So there's about 200,000 pair more out there. And will these guys have mold? I don't know. And the thing is, if you got a pair with mold on it, you might be able to send it back, but you don't get the shoe back. There have been people out there making videos or showing ways to get rid of the mold. If you guys want to go that route, maybe you might want to. Fortunately for me, I did not have to deal with that situation, but this is very tricky how now if you did win a pair, you might even got some mold on it. So there's like 3 or 4 different things to really hold you back from the shoe. You got the bots, you got the cook groups, you got the resellers, you got the defected pairs, and then you just got the app tripping and not letting you win anything if you're going strictly through sneakers. And then you have the Flex app. It's very crazy out here in the streets. With this happening, I can see how it leaves a very sour taste in your mouth, and you might not want to even go ahead and go after any more sneakers. However, we do got the Cherry 11s dropping next month, which is a very fire sneaker, and I think I have to add that to my collection too. But let me know how you guys have handled it. What were your results? Did you come up with some pairs or not? I want to hear from everybody, the resellers, the botters, the backdoors, the consumers, the regular people who like to collect sneakers. Give me your thoughts and opinions, of course, in the comment section below. If you came across a molded pair, go ahead and tag me on Instagram. And if you just had any issues or anything funny, go ahead and hit me up on Instagram or Twitter, and I'll share it in my next video when we talk about these, because like I said before, there will be some restocks. I've already had some restocks out here in LA, and I know there's going to be some more official restocks, so just stay tuned for that. But the Jordan 1 High, aka Chicago, aka Lost and Found, was a lost and found sneaker. They lost them, they found them somewhere, discovered mold on it, and still shipped it out to a lot of you out there, which is very unfortunate. Luckily, a lot of people I talk to haven't dealt with that, but I see it all the time on Instagram, bro. This is very interesting. Jordan 1 High Chicago, definitely the sneaker of the year if you got a good pair, but it was the worst release of the year. And we still have the Cherry 11s to drop. We got the Travis Scott's, but that's gonna be a little bit more, you know, limited and secluded to one spot out here in LA, which I believe will be Jumpman. But this Jordan 1 Chicago was definitely a circus. Give me your thoughts in the comments.